everybody, welcome. We're actually in the man cave or executive suite at Da Vinci. And if Emily, if you want to pan that way, you can probably show up 3 of the TVs that are mounted on that wall. Whenever individuals come in for treatment, we will go ahead and actually get the TV, put on the stations that you want, or get the movie teed up for you to watch. But this is our man cave executive suite. It's a little bit darker, it's a little bit more serene. We do have bar service. We have bar service in actually all the suites. So this is an adult sport. It's a very sticky sport like I've talked about. So we want to make sure that you're relaxed and that you're able to enjoy your treatment, or if in fact you're an executive or you're an individual on the go, you need to do a conference call, you want to work on your laptop, this is the suite for you, okay? But I want to talk to you a little bit about the thigh procedure. This is a wonderful procedure and I can't recommend it enough. And I've always loved to do this because I knew it was a differentiator in this business, because a lot of others are very afraid to do it, and because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of trust with you and your client. When you're doing the thigh, it's kind of an intimate type of a thing. This is a template, and we've talked about templates already in the last 2 rooms, but this is basically a CoolSmoothPro template, and that's the name of the device. But this guy, if I'm doing inner thighs and I'm wanting to level out and smooth out an inner thigh, this is the little guy that I would take here, and I'm going to put him on the inner thigh like this. As you can see, I am up against the pelvic floor, so we always encourage you to wear a swimsuit, wear something that you're super comfortable in, but you need to be comfortable with your clinician, because we're going to have to bind this area with binders. We're going to have to lift your legs up just a little bit to get it super comfy. Now, whenever you're positioned, this is an 1 hour and 15-minute process. We want to make sure that your legs are elevated to where you're comfortable, right? If we can do 2 of these at the very same time, we'll do it. Your comfort, however, is the most important thing during this procedure. So communicating with your clinician, making sure that we know what your goals are, what are you trying to accomplish with that inner thigh procedure, that's all done during your consultation. But being comfortable with her and understanding the process, that's key. So this is the template that we use to mark the area with for an inner thigh, as well as an outer thigh. Outer thighs are, I remember when I started and watching the videos and practice binding wonderful models that we had at that time, and learning that sometimes I got to get you to do almost like a gator roll. If anyone knows what an alligator does, a gator roll, that's what's going to happen when you're binding somebody. I know you like the wiggle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
So on the outer thigh, all thighs are different. Your right thigh is different from your left thigh. The positioning of your fat, where is it forward, is it back, is it up high, is it down low? Those are all things that we're going to determine and we'll agree to during the process, and we agree to the markings. But what happens with this device, he needs to lay on flush on your skin to where all of these areas are actually touching the skin. If it's not touching the skin, the device during the treatment will actually turn off. Again, it has a built-in safety feature that protects you, but more importantly, it makes sure that you're getting your best possible treatment. So the safeties are already within this device, and it's the only one that actually has that, so we're super excited about that too. But we're done with templates. This is the actual device, and I talked to you about how the device actually bends. It's almost like an accordion right here, and I don't know if y'all can see that, if it's translating. A little bit of like a bird. I know, you're welcome, sound effect too, right? Okay, so this guy, and it's a little bit harder to do this way, but he can attach like this, and you can see how heavy it is, right? And how thick it is. We have to actually physically bind you on the outer thigh. So we want to make sure that during the process it's not slipping. So binding you tight, you being comfortable without cutting off your circulation, it's very, very important. But this guy's over 1 hour to treat. And the other thing that's super fascinating is there are 3 panels that are right here. There's 3 individual cooling panels. And those panels basically equate to one of the other petites to a mid-size applicator. So it's almost like getting 3 treatments in one. Labor intensive, absolutely worth it, and more importantly, I want to show you the results. So if you have patience and you want your thighs done, come to us. This is also great for banana rolls, and by the way, we are the #1 in Texas for treating banana rolls. Banana rolls are right here in the back of the leg. We are also #1 for treating men in the state of Texas. I think that's wonderful. I hope you do too. But this is what a thigh looks like. I pulled this specific before and after because that's what a marking looks like from the CoolSmoothPro. So I showed you the template, right? The template. That's what a marking would look like. We show you the peak. The peak is the highest point on the thigh, and I'm going to have to kind of adjust my hand real quick. But if you see the ball of my knuckle right there, that's what a peak of a thigh would look like. We want to make sure that we cover that peak. But that's how the device for this individual laid, and this is one treatment on the outer thigh, and that's her result. So we pride ourselves in our results. They're your results. We want to make sure you're happy. Again, reputation is everything. We're a very small business. When you come to us, you're trusting us, and I don't want to lose your trust. I want to make sure that I can deliver the results, that we can deliver the results that we promise to give you. So come in, check us out. We're Da Vinci Body Sculpting, super easy to find. Thighs. All right. So I'm going to go up to the front of the office, and there's a couple more things I just want to mention really quickly. Y'all have been very nice in spending your time with me. I sincerely appreciate it. I know all of you guys are getting bombarded with all my social media posts, but if you can't tell, we're super excited about what we do. So I'm going to go up front, and Emily's going to pan around to some of this so you can kind of see what this room looks like, and I'll meet you back up at the front.
Okay, guys.